In this video, I want to talk about Cameron Payne because what he's done has been nothing short of spectacular. In his last 7 games, Payne is averaging 11 points, 4 assists, a steal, and less than 1 turnover across 21.5 minutes. He's converting on 43.2% of his threes this season on 4.4 attempts per game, adding another weapon to this loaded Knicks offense. He's made 21 of his last 42 from behind the arc. Standout efficiency over this latest stretch. He's recorded 26 assists as well, guys, in his last 5 games. And then defensively, Payne is not a lockdown offender. He's not Miles McBride level, but it's the effort and hustle that has been huge for the Knicks. And I've been extremely pleased with Payne. He actually, of course, was put in over Mikal Bridges in that Jazz game because Bridges was struggling so much. And I think you can make a serious argument that Payne has been just flat out better than Bridges this season. And trust me, I don't like to praise a Knick and put another Knick down, but Bridges, we gave up our entire future to get him, all of our picks. And of course, he doesn't make the most amount of money in the world, but he does make, I think, around 20 million a season. So because of that, we're not able to make trades because of the second apron. So if we do make a trade, we've got to essentially send out more money than we're taking in. So Dante DiVincenzo, if we were to trade for him, it'd be pretty much impossible, right? And that's because of Mikal Bridges. So Cam Payne, he stepped in, he's playmake, he's shot the ball well defensively, he's giving you effort, and he's just shooting the lights out of the basketball. He's also, again, not turning it over. I mean, he has been the perfect backup for Jalen Brunson. He actually got run yesterday with Brunson. Of course, he got run in that fourth quarter, like I said, in the Utah game. Payne's minutes should continue to go up. But if you're Coach Thibodeau, you definitely have to take into consideration that, well, okay, if I'm playing him about 22 minutes a game, let's say, I should probably keep him at 22 minutes a game because if you play him more minutes, his efficiency might come down. So I don't think necessarily it's going to go that much up, but I do expect Bridges' minutes to come down until he can figure things out because Bridges, he's taking a lot of shots, he's missing them, and defensively, he has not been the level of defender we would have liked, but I did think he played well against the Nuggets given that, well, Murray was 1 of 5 from 3. Jokic was 9 of 20, and he was rotating on both of them, doing a great job. So I was pleased with that defensive performance, but just Cam Payne, I had to make a video about him because I've been so impressed with his performance, especially because he's on a vets minimum contract, a 1-year deal. I think it's like 2.5 million, and he's just come in here and he's just embraced the city. And he's just helped us, again, get to that 10-7 record. We're at the top of basically every single offensive category. And Cameron Payne deserves a lot of credit for that, man. I'm very pleased with him. But we also have to remember that the Knicks are 10-7. They're 23rd in defense. But how much of that is because Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson have not played yet this season? A lot of it, you'd have to imagine. So here is an update on Precious Achiuwa according to head coach Tom Thibodeau. He is pretty much doing everything now, hinting at the interior's threat, impending return. Okay, this is going from The Athletic. I was wondering. So that's the quote. He's pretty much doing everything. So you have to imagine that he'll be back within the next couple of games. He's yet to play this season. He had that hamstring injury that was in that Hornets preseason game. In 49 games last season for the Knicks, including 18 starts, Achiuwa averaged a career best 7.2 rebounds and shot over 52% from the floor. My thing with Achiuwa is that he's not the best in every single matchup. There are going to be certain times where he's going to be undersized, but playing him at the 4 with Cat, playing him at the 4 with Mitch, or just not playing him at all, or maybe playing him at the 5 in certain matchups. Achiuwa is very versatile. He's not making too much money. What was it, guys? Like $5.5 million or something like that at the top of my head. He's going to be a huge weapon. Defensively, rebounding, being physical. We know, of course, he can finish through contact. Doesn't offer you a jump shot. I mean, actually, Achiuwa actually, I think in the preseason, he shot the ball well from 3. He's been working on it. He's definitely been working on it. Last season was essentially non-existent, but he's a guy that you leave him open in the corner, he will take it. So he's not like Mitchell Robinson, who's just flat out doesn't take jumpers, even though Mitch can shoot, like Hartenstein, not as well as Hartenstein did, but Tibbs does not want his centers shooting outside of Cat. Obviously, Cat is letting it fly, but he's Cat. He's the best shooting big of all time. In terms of Mitchell Robinson, I mean, we need him back because of his ability to rebound offensively and defensively, even though defensively Hart's probably going to take a lot of those away, and Cat too. But offensively, Mitch is the best rebounder in basketball. Even Thibodeau himself said that. But it's also his ability to protect the rim. The Knicks would not be 23rd in defense with Mitch healthy, or even Mitch is out there, not even 100%. If Mitch was like 75, 80%, they still would be probably top 12 in defense. He's that good. So I'm excited to be able to get him back. In terms of Landry Shamet, I haven't heard any news on him. He's still dealing with that shoulder injury. I know he's not on our roster, but the Knicks could end up bringing him back. And I'd be all for that because Matt Ryan is a good shooter, but he doesn't have the trust as Shamet did. Like Shamet would be playing probably 15 to 20 minutes a night for us if he didn't get injured in that preseason game. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But in terms of Thibodeau's thoughts on Mitchell Robinson, he's still in the rehab process. He's not expected to be back until January. But Mitch did post on his Christmas wish list, which was on his Instagram story, that he would like to be back on Christmas, of course. So it's his wish list on Christmas. So, of course, he wants to be back on Christmas. It remains to be seen, of course, if that's going to happen because we're still about a month away from Christmas. I'm recording this. We're less than a month, actually. It's November 26th. So we're almost there, guys. But to be completely frank with you, the Knicks, they're holding it down without two of their key rotation guys, 10-7. The losses we've had as well have been kind of losses that you just put to the side. Like the Cavs game, we lost by 6. They're 17-1. We had a double-digit lead in that. The Celtics were historically good from 3 in that one through 3 quarters. The Rockets game and the Hawks game, we collapsed in the 4th quarter. The Pacers game, sort of the same thing. It wasn't a collapse. We just couldn't get stops. The Bulls game, flat out, we were down like 30 points, and we end up coming back. Brunson misses a game winner that spun in and out multiple times at the rim. And then the Jazz game, we went on a 17-0 run, came back, and just that was just a devastating game, bro. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that one game I haven't watched this season is the Jazz game. I am gonna go back eventually and watch it just so I can have watched every game, but I picked a really good one to just not watch, and it was because I wasn't home. But still, oh my goodness, if you guys saw that game, I mean, to this point, who cares? But if you guys want to let me know your thoughts on it, I'm kind of curious because whenever I don't see a Knicks game, it freaks me out. I remember in high school, I didn't miss a single Knicks game. I'm talking about live Knicks game, 4 years just not having missed a Knicks game. So it's really rare for me to miss a Knicks game. Last night, literally flew in from the West and stayed up. I was like, my eyes were closing a couple of times during the game because it started at 9. I'm used to it not starting at 9. Of course, because I'm on a different time zone, and I ended up making a video. I was so tired, but appreciate you guys. You killed the support, man. Best fans on YouTube, man. Knicks Daily, you guys are crushing it. But Wednesday, we've got a game against the Mavs. Friday afternoon Knicks, not Friday night Knicks, against the Charlotte Hornets, who all of a sudden are kind of playing well. The Melo's averaging 30 a game, which is crazy. And we haven't seen them since the preseason. We saw them a couple of times, and that's going to be a tough one at Charlotte, man. They're going to be fired up. Pelicans, and then Magic on my birthday. So really outside of that, not much else to add. I just wanted to make a video talking about Cameron Payne, Precious Achiuwa, and Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks right now, it's hard to not be satisfied with where they're at. Again, there's been some disappointing losses, but we understand that offensively we're as good as anyone in the league. It just comes down to defense. But when you're missing your 2 top interior guys, from what I heard, the Knicks probably beat the Jazz if they have Mitch and Achiuwa out there because Walker Kessler looked very good. And our size is lacking. We don't have much size outside of Cat, who is a 7-footer, but then we start OG and Josh Hart on the wing, on the perimeter. So just getting Achiuwa out there is going to be big time. But guys, it's your boy Knicks Daily. I'm about to sign out. Back-to-back videos for you guys. We're out here grinding, man. Would not be able to do this without your support. It's been life-changing. Later.